So step light unless you like infrared dots. Locked on your head top like a dreadlock. Top of it, beloveds. You know what I'm saying? We back at it, man. I'm back yanking, man. You know what I'm saying? 2-3 joints a day, B. You know what I'm saying? Consistent, man. You know what I mean? We monetize, we running this bag up. You know what I'm saying? We chop it and bopping. Real live stories, real live content, real live passion. You know what I'm saying? Real live, man. You know? No additives, no preservatives, man. 100% organic, man. So if you didn't already know, like, comment, subscribe. It's Serious J1S in the flesh. We back for another one like the other one, man. Make sure you wipe your feet when you come in here. You know what I'm saying? Wipe your feet at the door. You know it's a store. You know what I'm saying? Good morning. Good morning. Top of it, beloveds. Wherever you are in the world, I pray that you're blessed. You know what I'm saying? I'm walking Sherry, but I gotta say my prayers actually. You know what I'm saying? Sherry had to go. You know? Hey, Sherry. Sherry. Hey. Okay. Yeah, Sherry. Sherry ain't think about me right now. She's feeling new smells. Peace, brother. The people out there, people out with the kids. You know what I'm saying? It's Sunday, I believe. Yeah, it's a Sunday. But as y'all can see, I can't sleep. I'm so turned lately, y'all. I can't even sleep, bro. Like, I don't sleep longer than 5 hours. You know what I'm saying? If I sleep 4 hours, that's like a real night's sleep. He said, peace, King, peace. Hey, look, and it's not many people yet here, but it's 7 times the people as the likes. I don't like that. Double tap that screen, man. Double tap that thumbs up, man, so we can get this thing rocking the right way. You know what I mean? Don't be a hater to start off your morning, man. Not on a Sunday morning, man. Come on now. So if you here and you looking at me, hit that thumbs up, man. Ain't no reason that shouldn't match. Number of people and that like, man. All right? Do that for me. Do that for all of us so we can make sure this content gets where it needs to be, man. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to keep saying it because then I'm gonna wind up turning this off because some of y'all be really, you know. But yeah, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna talk about some real stuff today. This morning I said, you know what? I ain't gotta have a real story and a real, you know, I could just really tell y'all just, you know, stuff. It doesn't have to be a specific story. It doesn't have to be an industry thing. We just could build, right? All my life I had to fight. All my life, right? Apparently, nothing's changed. Okay. This is what I find interesting, right? The more you do certain things, the more you have to do them. Peep where I'm going with that. This is what used to happen to me in grade school, right? What's up, new people? I see y'all coming in here, man. Wipe your feet at the door. You know it's a store. You know, don't cost you nothing to double tap that button. Hit that screen if you know what I mean. Just tap the screen twice if you came in here, all right? But this is the thing, right? When I was young, when I was growing up, you couldn't just be, and it's the same way probably nowadays, being an individual, you had to fight to be an individual. You had to be willing to go against the grain, which means you're not the popular person. You're not the person that everybody just likes. You're the person that, you know, you're the person that sticks out, right? You're the person that doesn't fit in. You're the black sheep, right? You're the person that people are looking at like, what the hell is this nigga Liam doing? What the hell is he doing, right? What is he wearing? What is he, right? Because you want to be different. You don't want to dress like everybody else. You don't want to have the same sayings than everybody else. This is who I was. You know what I'm saying? I had to fight for my individuality. This is sad when I think about it. How lost were we that this is just the way we thought? And I see all y'all new people. Hit that, double tap that screen, if you know what I mean. Don't cost you nothing to press that button. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't know, you're not familiar. Here, in Jones land, the Jonesians and my fellow life is serious brethren. We just shared the game. We just shared the game. We share real life stories, and we build. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. We build on shit that, that we all can learn from. So sometimes I just come through here running my mouth randomly with y'all, and just having good vibes. And other times I got, specific stories that got lessons in them that I want y'all to know, right? But today, we just gonna start off the day addressing what's going on, right? All my life I had to fight to be different, right? Hey, Sherry. She's a lover girl. She ain't gonna do nothing. Bye, Sherry. But you know what I'm saying? All my life, silly in the color purple. All my life I had to fight, right? So, what that now, I'm grateful now. Now I'm grateful. See, I can't help but kind of still carry the same black sheepish energy. You know what I'm saying? No pun intended. He says, story to tell. Salute, G. Salute. Appreciate you. What's up, new people I see now? Y'all see me almost got 10 times the people as likes again. We going all the way up like a turtleneck. Just go like this for me. Alright. But yeah, y'all see these numbers going up, bro. We had about 500 people in the chat yesterday. You know what I'm saying? 400 to 500 people in the chat yesterday. That ain't nothing to sneeze at, man. You know what I'm saying? That ain't nothing to sneeze at. He said, what Jay-Z said, you could be anywhere in the world, but you're right here with me. I appreciate that. And I'm making my morning coffee, right? Look at that. Look at them numbers going up, man. 120, 150. Come on, man. Let's go. Let's keep climbing. Now look, then this is what we need to do. This is what I need you to do. We need to get that number even with that number. We need that number to be even with that number. We need that number to be the same as that. All right. Got it? Let's even that up, man. And you see how some people just got up out of here when I said that? Yeah, get your ass out of here then. If you somebody wakes up on Sunday at 8 in the morning or 9 in the morning doing something other than showing love, get your weird ass out of here then. Okay? Go right now. Go. Get out of here. You're not hitting the like, what you still sitting here for? Weirdo. Y'all crazy. Y'all just gonna keep sitting here looking at me and not hit the like, huh? Well, in that case, I got something for y'all. Come on. I know what I'm about to do to y'all haters, suckers. Sucker ass niggas. It's 100 and something of y'all is suckers. You know what I'm saying? I mean, suckers. Sit there. I ain't liking nothing. But let me keep watching. Weirdo. Anyway, it is what it is. This is the way. This is the climate we dealing with in the world nowadays, man. Hate is the new love. Hate is the new love. All my life, I had to fight. Fight to be different. Fight to not prove no points, but fight because you're not tolerating nothing. You're not taking no disrespect. It don't matter. Hey, Sherry. Sherry, stop flirting with strangers. She was trying to cheat on me. He said 516 in the building. Jones was popping. He said, you still going to Charlotte to... Serious is a cool dude. Thank you, Lotto. Chill out. Ain't you late 40s? First of all, no. And second of all, what the hell does that mean? What do that mean? If I was in my late 40s, what would that mean? Am I supposed to act like an old man or something? Like, what are you talking about? It should change if I was in my late 40s. You ready? And let me get a black joint. This is what's wrong with some of y'all. Like, y'all think a nigga's supposed to act old or something? Like, bro, no. Okay? I am a gifted, handsome, intelligent black king. And some ism. I'm a PI. 16. Okay? I could be 80 and still doing what I do. So I don't know what you talking about. Shout out to Filmo Slim. You know what I'm saying? Let me get a bag too, bro. And if you ain't hit that like button, yeah, you a hater, bro. You a hater and your mama gonna get canceled. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. Well, that's messed up to say, right? But you know what I'm saying? Stop hating, bro. Stop hating, bro. I mean, some of y'all really be haters. I don't get it. I don't do nothing but show love, and y'all niggas still be hating. But anyway, so being an individual is something that to me that's always been cool. You know what I'm saying? I always wanted to be the only me. So when y'all see my style when I came out, you know, when I started rapping, I wanted to be different. I made sure that I didn't sound like nobody, right? I was rapping slow and tall, my talk flow and everything, because I knew nobody did it like that. You know what I'm saying? That's always been my thing, to be different. Hey, look at him, Sherry. Oh, you got two little buddies back there, huh? Look at the dogs. Sherry be having standoffs with the dogs. Hey, buddy. How you doing? He got the death stare. He just like, I see there's two of them. They both girls? Oh, nice. Well, you guys have a good day. Take care, mama. Yeah, I just be out here chilling, man. You know what I'm saying? Being a good neighbor. He said, like a good neighbor. Good morning, brother. State Farm is there. Yeah. So, all my life, man, Englewood, New Jersey. This is something that I haven't got to share with y'all yet. And you know, we got 200 people in here, man. I need to see that like matching up, you know what I'm saying? As y'all know, we going all the way up like a turtle, you know what I'm saying? And it's going all the way down like an escalator. And we gonna keep this shit racking like a baby carriage, you know what I'm saying? But y'all niggas need to stop playing with these likes, all right? That's the only gripe I got with y'all right now. The comments and the likes. We got 10,000 views on the last night. 10,000 views and maybe one comment, you know what I'm saying? So I know some of y'all are engaged and just, I don't want to call y'all mesmerized or whatever, but like, you know, you're just engaged. But I want you to engage. Hello? Tell me, you know, tell me if you don't like something. What really happens is, once I start popping that ish and it get real, then you people get quiet because a lot of them is haters. So what they gonna say? They ain't gonna say nothing good. You know what I'm saying? So they just get quiet. They don't say nothing. You know what I mean? But nah, we're gonna make sure that we keep this whole thing, this whole movement moving. That's all. You say, yeah, ooh, I'm dropping stuff on the phone. Yeah. You said, I've been a fan since you mutilated Jen and Mook. Salute, brother. Appreciate you. You said X kicked you out of Rough Rider because he caught you trying to cook his dog. You know what's funny? That was the first line I thought of in that battle, bro. Like when I got that call that battle was going down, that was the first line I thought. I was like, wait a minute, okay, DMX got dogs. Okay, yep, they be trying to eat the dog. Oh, yep. That was the first line I thought of, man. Shout out to Jim, man, and that was completely racist. So, pardon me, you know, for my Asians. And stop, Sherry. Stop it. Good morning. Stop it. Stop it. Say hi to your neighbor. That's it. Say bye. Come on. Stop. So, you know, that battle, Sherry, please. That battle was basically, that was the test of me. That's another one of those all my life I had to fight moments. Because odds was against me. Everyone thought he's gonna kill me, including me. I don't want to battle Jim. So I had to literally come up with all of the haymakers I could. And the irony I was in a store when this is where I knew that battle was gonna be huge. This is when I knew, pause, that it was over. I was in a store, and you know the Chinese, you know, man behind the door, behind the desk, was like, I know you. And I'm like, what? You don't know me? He's like, no, I know you. I know you. You talk bad about the Chinese guy. And I'm like, oh. And when he said that, I'm like, oh. He's like, no, no, no. I like it. You're funny. You're funny. I was like, oh. So I got Chinese people jacking it? I'm like, oh, he's jacking it? Once I knew that they liked it, it was like, oh, nah. This about to get different. If Chinese people is liking it, then it's definitely about to be different. You know what I'm saying? He said, when you going to battle? August 2nd, I got another battle. If you haven't been paying attention, I've been battling very frequently. More than I've ever battled, honestly, except for back in the day, okay? Because back in the day, it would be every month, 2-3 battles a month. Now, I think I've had what is this? This is June. It's gonna be my second or third battle of the year. It's my third battle of the year. So, you know what I'm saying? That's actually kind of concentrated for me, you know what I'm saying? And some of my peers and counterparts that y'all see battling once a year, maybe, right? And I'm 6, 7, 8 times a year lately. I like that boat.
Thank you.
How much was that? How much is something like this?
Brand new or used?
Like that, if I wanted to buy that right now.
Right now you can get this for like 7,000.
7,000? That's not bad. And look, it got the, you don't mind? I'm on live. All right. You see how it got the little, you know what I'm saying? It don't got it downstairs though, huh?
No downstairs, no bathroom.
Yeah, see, that's all. I want something just like this, but just with enough to just go downstairs and sleep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, this doesn't have that.
So if I wanted to stay out on the water at night or some shit like that,
You can lay on the back bench.
you can lay on the bench, right? Yeah. You have a shorty in here, you can get, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can make it happen in here.
Yeah, this holds 8 people.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You can sit in the front right there. You know what I mean? This is that water life, man. Y'all know about this life.
That's it. We're just getting into it.
Right? Just getting into it. Take care, brother. You know what I'm saying? That water life, man. Yeah. About to give me one of those boats. Y'all really gonna be mad at me. Y'all really gonna be mad when I'm going live from the boat. Talk about, yeah, you know, this is the Serius Jones Aquatic Edition. You know what I'm saying? Life is serious aquatics. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Ooh, almost dropped that phone. That was a disaster. What's up, y'all? We over 200 some people, man. You know what I'm saying? To start our day off. We're gonna start our day off with this coffee. I just gotta give me a second. I just had to get my little morning routine together. Okay? Hold on. Sherry, you hot already? Talking about, yeah, it's hot outside, right, mama? All right, come on. All right. You know what I'm saying? I know what we did, you know what we doing. You know what I'm saying? Every night we running these checks up, right? Every night, right? To this bankroll, you know, especially since I'm such a fake this and a fake that. All right. Boom. Sherry, that's for you. And that's for daddy. All right? Let me plug y'all in because I'm about to die. It's about to cut off, but if it does, I'll turn it right back on, all right? So yeah, if it cuts off, don't go nowhere, okay? All right, Serious the Legend, salute, appreciate you. No downstairs, but you could tell by just looking at it, unless you a dwarf. Yeah, basically. VA in the house, peace and love. Shout out to the 2 up, 2 down, man. Go take swimming lessons at the YMCA and Young Men's Christensen. Bro, I've been knowing how to swim since I was a baby. I don't know what you talking about. He said, bro, I used to watch your rap battles growing up. You're a pure legend, bro. I appreciate that, brother. And we were just talking about it. I got a lot of battles still going on. So it ain't a back in the day thing. I got recent classics. Don't take my word for it, though. Check it out. And for everybody that hasn't already, it's 120 people in here that have not hit the like. Shout out to everybody else that have, but it's 120 of y'all that haven't. Come on, man, don't be like that. So boom. Boom. We want Serius versus Tay-Rock. This is what I'm saying. Y'all so out of tune, man. Serius and Tay-Rock just happened, bro. I be hurting my feelings when y'all say shit like that. It's like, yo, you mean to tell me I've been putting this pain in and y'all not even see it? That's how this app era is. See how ass that is? I didn't even know I battled Tay-Rock. That app shit is ass, bro. Respectfully. For me, I'm over that, bro. What I look like having battles, which is the way that I know how to get to the world. This was the way that I was able to create a relationship with who? The world. The fuck I look like doing having a battle so the world can't even see it. So just a few niggas on the app that's already tuned into shit. You ain't able to create no waves like that for real, bro. You can't create no waves like that for real, bro. And they know that. They know that. You can get some money if you're on your app. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, he said Smack took y'all off the tube. First of all, ain't no y'all. Serius Jones been on the tube before Smack and on the tube after Smack. And if you notice, I'm on the tube right now with 200 people here talking to me, sir. So yeah, off the tube, no. Actually, I realized how to be the tube. How to take the tube on my own. I don't need them. Hello? We don't need them. We got each other. You feel me? Legend. Salute, man. You say you're the GOAT. The UK is watching. Salute, man. Bruv. Respect. Respect in it. You know what I'm saying? I really love the UK. I'm not gonna lie. If it wasn't for the weather, to me that would be like, I would want to move there. Cause I just love the vibes. You know what I'm saying? He said, I'll battle you for a can of refried beans. No, I don't like refried beans. Maybe if it was like a can of, pink tuna or something. Something I used to eat in jail or something like that. Refried beans, nah, I don't know about that. Or a cup of coffee, good cup of Joe. Do that. I love you. I love you too, man. You learned how to take. Oh, pause. Whoa. Whoa. And I think that's I hope that's not who I think it is. Right? This is another example. I had a guy who, pause, but this guy wanted to do some content for me and say, yo, let me shoot for some videos for you. I rock with you, whatever, right? People are crazy, bro. They won't tell you what they want, right? They'll just expect you to know. Instead of just being a man and saying, hey, look, bro, if I'm gonna film these videos for you, I need to make this much money, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm taking my time, my energy. People will say, nah, you don't gotta do nothing. Nah, I'm good. And I'll be like, you sure? I'm like, yeah, man, nah, I'm just, just if you can take care of me. All right, cool, right? So I hit you off, pause, with a little something here, 300-400 here, 500 there, right? But whole time you really feeling away. Instead of saying, nah, Jones, I ain't gonna lie, that shit took a lot of effort, bro. So, you know what I mean? From now on, I need to get at least $1,000 a video or something. Niggas don't be man enough to tell you that. They don't be man enough to tell you what they want as a man. And then got the nerve to feel played or frustrated. And then what do they do afterwards? Go on an online campaign to bash your name. To tell people how you're Jones. So if that's who I think it is, that Aerial Options dude that did a few videos for me and then went on a crazy rant campaign for no reason, instead of just be man enough to say to me, hey, bruh, look, I want this, right? Then he started talking about all this fighting and all this. It's just like, what? Where are we, bro? I don't even know, man. It's crazy. Super chat. He says, you have fans all over the world. Shout out to Norway. Mr. Poulston, I appreciate you, Nick. Thank you for that super chat, brother. And I cannot wait to come to Norway, pause, and put on, man. Because I got some music that I know y'all going to jack up there. I got a lot of this. Might not seem like it, but I do. I got a lot of party music. And that Afro Jones album that's dropping August 2nd, it's going to change stuff. You know what I'm saying? I think it might even change the perception of how people look at not only battle artists or MCs, but just us from the States. We can make world music, bro. We don't gotta pigeonhole ourselves. We don't gotta just make gangster stuff. We don't gotta just talk about sliding. You know what I'm saying? We could do whatever, bro. We have the talent to do it. We just don't be tapping into that. A lot of us just want to do the same type of music, want to talk about the same type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Instead of challenge yourself, man. Challenge the pen. All right, let me read some of what y'all saying. He said, "What up, though? We out here. What's up, King Fire? Will you pull up on my neighbor Dave? He's been stealing my Amazon packages. I got you, bro. I got you. Let me know your addy. I'ma lay on him. All right. Pause. I'm gonna be in the cut, waiting in the bushes. When he pop out trying to steal your package, I'm gonna hit that nigga with the meek mop special. Okay. And if y'all ain't see my meek mops, then go check out that little clip of me in sandals smoking an L, showing niggas that my hands work. Right? Because all my life I had to fight. Right? He says, game over. Game over about what? What's that mean? Make a rap with the word high. High. That's what I'm about to get. High. That's what I say when I see a chick. High. That's how I'm sitting in the whip. High. Like Juvenile in this bitch. Y'all get high with it. I'm the type of guy that be fly with it. Every time I was in jail, it was bad bitches on my visits. Time limits. I don't believe in those. I got even flows. And I mess with chicks that'll snatch a Rolex. Yeah, I fuck with thieving hoes. I plow shit in any weather, even snow. Hold up. Nigga, I'm in the center of the bullshit like Stephen Joe. Ooh! Wait, ain't that his name? Stephen Joe or some shit like that? Y'all know I do this, man. Y'all know I do this. You said I live in Miami? No, I live in New Jersey. I did live in Miami for a while, but now I'm in dirty Jersey, baby. One of the realest in the game. Shout out to Phoenix. I appreciate that, brother. Shout out to Phoenix. Shout out to Scottsdale, Tucson. Made a lot of money out there. I mess with y'all. You know what I'm saying? He said when they do that clout chasing stuff, I block them. Yo, the crazy part is, bro, you got human beings out here that really believe that Serius Jones clout chased. That's how crazy the world has gotten. They think a man that literally spent the last 30 years of his life, you know what I'm saying? The last 30 years I done dedicated to my craft, and I was naive enough to think that I could just rap. That's what I thought. I thought I could just rap. No. You want to be an artist nowadays, nigga, you got to be a blogger, an influencer, a fighter, a commentator, you know what I'm saying? An author. You got to be all type of shit to be an entertainer in this day and age. It ain't like back in the day when if you was Nas or somebody, you could just show up and be nice. You know what I'm saying? He said, new sub. I appreciate that, T. Smith. And if y'all haven't already, make sure you subscribe, man. Make sure you subscribe. Turn on those post notifications so that you know whenever we going live. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, y'all can see it's 200 people in here right now, and it's 9 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? So that should speak for itself. You know what I mean? Not to brag, I mean just saying like it's us, man. It's showing you the power of this. Without the machine, we don't need the machine, bro. All we need is each other. All we need is each other, man. And I'm learning that more so and more so because I come from that old school era where we thought we needed the machine. We thought we needed a deal. We did. I'll be going live on the phone. I'll be going live on the phone. I'll be using this phone even in my sleep. I really need to start working on 2 phones. But guess what happens when I come back here after work? It's still 190 people sitting here. Yeah. Yeah. I'm proud of y'all, man. We rocking. We rocking. All right. South Africa in the house. Yes, sir. Shout out to Cape Town. Shout out to that Amapiano. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to You Don't Want to Go Down That Road. Cause you don't ever know, bro, you might be next. The mama baby to a reaper in a black shiesty and Nike tech. Chopper break it down like cold. Yeah, I got joints. I got joints for y'all. And ironically, I didn't know, right? But young nigga booming, YNB, was actually on the iTunes. I don't know what that was about. Y'all good? We good? Okay. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to create a foolproof device to make sure we don't have any more communication problems. Okay? What's this? All my life I had to fight. So I guess I should tell y'all a little bit about that, right? Hold on. He said, hold up. Wait. So, okay. I'll tell y'all where it started. I'll tell y'all where it started, and y'all can follow me from there, all right? It started in kindergarten. It started in kindergarten. What happened in kindergarten, Jones? This is what happened in kindergarten. And I know, oh yeah, I know it's probably the crunchy sound from the ice. I just put a bag of ice in the back of the phone. Just so that we can stay cool, right? This is how it started, right? It started in Mrs. Shout out to Miss Scale. She was one of, I don't want to say few, but she was one of those teachers that really cared about us. J. Russ says, cuz you a legend. I appreciate that, brother. Detroit in here. Tell us about PPP. I don't know about that, bro. I was locked up for that. I didn't get none of that money. Thank God, because some of y'all are going to the feds now because of that. I don't understand that. I've never done something where I'm trying to scam the feds. What I look like lying with my name on a paper to the federal government. They could figure everything out eventually. I don't understand why people, but a lot of people came up on that EDD and PPP that, a lot of people came up as far as I know, right? But anyway, Youngstown, Ohio in here. Yeah, let us know where you from, man. Rep y'all hood. The marathon continues. Keep stepping, OG. Your music is fire. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. He said, Red Man snatched your pacifier. I don't know what that means, but Red Man is a legend, and that's my brother. And he put on for Jersey, so love to Red Man, right? But look, this is where it started at for little Salim. My name is Salim, for those that don't know, okay? This is where the fighting started at for me. I don't know if y'all old enough to remember Voltrons. Y'all remember Voltron? Voltron was these little lions that were like Transformers, right? Harlem World in the building, Cincinnati in the building, Maryland in the building. The Afro Beats music is fire. Keep going. Thank you, Afro Jones. Afro Jones, August 2nd. Afro Jones, August 2nd. All right, spread the word. Let it be known. Afro Jones. Hashtag Afro Jones. Okay, and shout out to all my ladies that's been showing love. Shout out to my fellas. Honestly, fellas, y'all surprising me. Because I thought it was only like the ladies that would really jack this Afrobeat vibe like that. But it's mostly, not mostly, but the homies is like, bro, that is fire. Like, I ain't think they would easily embrace that like that. So I'm really grateful, y'all. No funny. I'm really grateful. Like, I really can't wait to put this music out and just vibe with y'all, to be honest. I can't wait to come to a city near you. Baltimore, you know what I'm saying? Buffalo, the Bronx, you know what I'm saying? Wow, there's somebody in here saying washed up. Well, why all these other people don't feel I'm washed up? Why is there almost 200 people in and out of here at 9 in the morning? If I'm so washed up, I'm washed up, why am I getting paid to just talk shit to the world? Apparently YouTube don't think I'm washed up. YouTube paying me just to be me. Yeah. So you say one more negative thing, I'm blocking you, okay? But I like to let the haters stay around. So you can stay. Just say something else disrespectful, and that's it. Okay. Waterloo, Iowa. Ooh, yeah, we got all type of Waterloo, Iowa. He said, bro might have the first viral clip. Man, respect. Respect. He said, "You're not battling anymore?" Yes, I am. I've had over 10 battles in the last year, and I'm battling on August 2nd versus Big T. If you haven't checked out my recent battles, you have to go on that app, the URL app, right? That's where they put in their battles. I can't, don't blame me about that. You know what I'm saying? That's where they put in their battles. But on the URL app, I have me versus Tay Rock, me versus Geechee Gotti, me versus Rum Nitty, me versus Swamp, me versus JC, me versus Chilla Jones. Okay? And that's all recent. That's all within the last couple years. So we got all new work. And that's not even all. I'm also back. I just battled Marv One. That just dropped. I just battled what you call it? I don't even remember all these people's names. Fire the Misfit on Verbal Warzone. I just battled a dude named Severe in Pittsburgh. I just battled man, I've been working. I've been OD working, bro. But y'all gotta tune in. You know what I'm saying? I understand that there's so much going on and people just easily distracted. So it'd be some people, as y'all can see, popping in here that didn't hit the like, by the way, but double tap that screen. But it's people that be really popping through and being like, "Damn, Jones, where you been at?" And it's like, where you been at? I've been looking for you. I've been trying to find you. I've been doing all these beats, content, freestyles, battles, videos, blogs, YouTubes. I've been doing all that to find you. Okay? So you got to stay in tune with me. That's all. He said, I subscribe. See, there you go. There you go. That way we in tune like, we in tune like a guitar. That's it. He said, you're a real GOAT. I remember Fight Club. Salute. Salute. But anyway, like I was saying, it's about now. Okay? I appreciate everybody that's awesome. You a legend because of back in the day. But, inshallah, I'm a legend because of now, too. You know what I'm saying? Like we're having classics now. You don't have to stay on back in the day. We got new classics. That's why I shout out to everybody that's saying this music is fire, these battles is fire. We got new classics, new shit. Not old shit. Not you gotta stay in the past for Serius Jones and reflect on how he used to be the man. No, he's still the man. It's just unfortunate that some of these companies don't want to let me be the man over there because they're trying to make new me's. They're trying to make new niggas be me. Hello? They don't want to let the OG cook. They don't want to let the OG cook, man. They don't want to let the OG cook all they niggas. You know what I mean? Especially when I start cooking them back to back to back to back to back to back to back. You know what I mean? Be like, hold on, let's sit this nigga down. You gotta sit this nigga Jones down for a while. He doing too much. From Nitty and Chilla Jones and JC, I'm walking through these niggas respectfully to them. I was walking. Like I'm walking on water through them niggas. They so happy that shit is only coming out on the app. Cause the world gets to be like, the world really don't know. You know what I'm saying? King Wolf Jones, what's up? What's poppin', brother? Nobody wants to be you, my guy. Style would get somebody's shelf. You don't even know what you're talking about. Learn how to type for you diss. Ain't nothing worse than a nigga that don't even know how to spell trying to diss you. Learn how to spell, nigga. What the hell you talking about? Wolf Love. Yes, Wolf Love. Facts, Jones. Jones won a lot of them battles. I'd say about 90%. You say, yo, Harlem was talking spicy to you on that live. Okay, this is my question. I mean, do you think it's spicy for somebody to just say anything? Like, that's what I don't get. If that's what y'all jacking, is somebody that just says anything. Even if it ain't true, then all right, you got that. Yeah, I got that. Because I'm not a nigga that just says anything. I'm going to say the truth. I'm going to say the truth, and I'm a dude. I'm not going to just sit there talking, trying to convince y'all of something. Bro, that's what these blogger niggas is on. That man does not know me. And I don't know why he would create an enemy out of somebody like me. But that'll show you he don't know me. Because he thinks he can run with the internet thing of, yeah, Jones is just trying to act like this and he ain't nobody to be worried about him. Okay. All right, brother. If you think that's a good idea, let's see how that plays out for him. We've seen how it played out for the other people that went against me. It's just some people don't even know that. They still don't even know the results of that. That's why they still over here talking crazy. They don't even know. People don't even do the homework. But anyway, come on, y'all. I was trying to, I'm trying to read y'all comments, but I was also trying to give y'all some background. So Voltron, he said, respect, respect. Respect a OG when you see one. Salute. People should worry about you. Are you okay? Nah, nobody should worry about me. I ain't nobody. But anyway, so I was 6. I was 6 years old. Voltron he was crazy, right? 6 lines on Voltron. So, right? One make, ironically, okay, that kind of does it. Arm, leg, arm, leg, head, right? So it was 6 different lines that made up the Voltron, right? Yes, sir. Said Jones, you're still a king and pioneer. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. And listen, Mr. Sosiki, and this is if y'all don't know the rules, you're allowed to troll here. Okay, you're allowed to troll in Jones Land. You just have to hit the like. Okay, we got 110 more people than likes still in here. That's 180 some people right now, but we still got some people that ain't hit the like. See how that drops off when I say that? Get out of here right now. If you're not gonna involve, if you're not gonna engage, leave now, please. I'll wait. Like it or go. Simple. See, some of y'all just sitting here having a standoff looking at me and still not liking it. See, you're making my point. You're making my point. A lot of y'all are just haters, bro. It doesn't matter. You don't want to show love. That's the type of person you are. I get it. I get it. I just can't relate. So when I was 6, this is what my mom was trying to teach me, right? She said, you don't let nobody take nothing from you, right? Now, little did she know, being the aggressive Leo alpha woman that she is, she doesn't wait to find out certain things. If she sees the signs that look like the signs of some pussy shit, she gonna react. She gonna bite down. Them fangs gonna come out when Miss Blodgett feel like you doing some sucker shit, right? So little did she know, I was just so in love. Shout out to Maurice. Maurice didn't have any toys. He didn't have anything to play with. I had 6 Voltrons. I had 6 different lions. I didn't think it was a big deal to give him one of them, right? So I gave him one of the lions to play with. When I come home, my mom remembers, yes, he said sub, sub, sub. Yes, appreciate you. My mom remembers, that it's 6 lions in the Voltron set, and she paid $75 for it. Which in the 80s, $75 was a lot to a mom. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot. So she looking at it like, nigga, I paid $75 for that. And you giving away stuff? You let somebody take something from you? She thought that I let Maurice take it. She didn't know that I was just a big-hearted little kid, and I just wanted to help a kid out that I saw didn't have no toys to play with. She thought that I let him take it from me. She beat my ass. She beat the living daylights out of me. Ma, you know I ain't lying. She beat the living daylights out of me and said, you better not ever let nobody take nothing from you again. I was so confused because in my mind, I'm like, nobody took nothing. And I literally was just trying to do something nice. But she was trying to teach me, nice guys finish last. She was trying to teach me, nah, I don't care if they think that whatever. You don't. Now, she was kind of wrong in this sense because she thought that somebody had, like, taken advantage of me when really I was just showing love. But after that, no, F you, get out of here. Talking about talk battle rap. No, you leave. I don't give a fuck about battle rap. The fuck is you talk about? I'm a legendary person in life. Fuck battle rap, okay? That's all you want to know about. That's why y'all be comparing me with these niggas that's nerds, that ain't never done nothing in real life, that don't have no kind of story that's even close to mine. And you want me to talk about that? I don't care about battle rap, bro. You don't get it. I never did. The only reason I battled was for money. It's for this. So I can do this. That's it. And because I love bars. I love bars and I love creativity, but I don't love battle rap politics and all the nerd stuff y'all like. Can't stand none of that shit, bro. I hate that shit. And you know what? Now you're blocked because I told you you could call me anything but a liar. You can call me anything but a liar. I don't turn on my phone at 9:30 in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, a lot of strangers. And if you think that's who Serius Jones is, you are a bozo. You are a sheer bozo and don't even deserve to be here hearing anything I have to say. So like I said before, get the F out of here. You one of those people, stop sitting here looking at me at 9 in the morning, you weirdo. Really weirdos. Y'all don't even realize, you think you can make me feel weird by you literally being weird. Like I'ma feel uncomfortable. You could say something on my live to make me feel uncomfortable when you're watching me and making me money, dummy. There's nothing you can say to me, okay? Sorry, stop. Not stop because I care, but just stop because it's not gonna work. You might as well just sit here and have some fun. You might as well just kick it like everybody else. Everybody else that's having a good time, you might as well get like them and stop being a hater because you're just making yourself look like a bozo. You can't make Serius Jones look like a bozo. Sorry. Y'all been trying for 30 years. It's not gonna work. Okay? Because I'm all the way solid. I pop it better than y'all. I'm better than these other people at the things that y'all want. So let me do it. All right? So whether you know it, why do I sound so angry? Do I sound angry? I don't know. I didn't know I sounded angry. But if I do, then maybe that's because you don't know me. And you take things out of context all the time because you think you know what you don't, okay? I'm a P. P's don't get angry like that, brother. Sorry. I just talk passionate and aggressive because I'm from Jersey, genius. He says, yes. He said, we all been trying for 30 years, AKA I'm a loser. No, you've been trying for 30 years to pull me down, sucker. Sorry. Y'all don't even get it. Anyway, okay, so, all right, I guess as we're going up and we have 200 plus people in here every day now, there's gonna be more trolls and haters. So I guess I'm just gonna have to use this block button some more. So, okay, if you call me a name, I'm blocking you. If you call me a liar, I'm blocking you. Other than that, you can say whatever you want to say, okay? Just don't call me a liar, bro, because I'm not lying to you. And that's weird. It's actually disrespectful for a man to take out time out of his life and his schedule to chop it up with y'all on a real level, and you not only not appreciate it, but call the man a liar. Something that the man's never done. The man's been here for 30 years. Y'all can't show me no lies. I told you, bro. And the sad part is the narratives they try to create, that's, oh, you lied about this. Where? They try to say, oh, you recycled. And then they go find a bar that's like, literally I'm saying the same bar to call somebody out. Like, they'll take one line and try to make it, oh, he said this. He said, all I see is chiller backwards. When I'm literally referencing the D-Nannies and all the other stuff in battle rap that was reaches. That was the reason for that. But they do everything they can to try and tear my name down in battle rap. That's why I don't give a fuck about battle rap no more. Battle rap don't love me back, bro. I love battle rap. Battle rap don't love me back. It's like the streets. The streets don't love nobody back, bro. The streets do not love you back. Okay? He said, after hearing the story about your mother, are you more like your mother or your father? Okay, so look, we didn't finish this. What's up, Battle Facts? I see you in here, brother. So look, this is the thing, right? And again, we got over 100 more people than likes that y'all just not liking shit. Y'all hate us. Double tap that screen and get up out of here. We only need the people that's jacking. But I know y'all haters gonna linger around anyway, so fuck it. Watch the show, sucker. But anyway, Mars beat the shit out of me. Beat the hell out of me for being generous. For giving another kid a toy when I had 6 and he had none. That messed me up because my mom hits really hard. And now I'm scared. Now I'm scared to get my ass whooped just for being nice. So now I'm overcompensating. Now soon as somebody acts like they're trying to do something to me, I'm popping off. because I don't want to get beat. This is sad now I'm saying this. This ain't good. This ain't good. Now that I think about it. I have been overcompensating for a lot of my life because of that moment. Because when I was young, my mom's basically put the fear of God in me to say, we better not ever find out somebody was able to get over on you, take anything from you or nothing, or you gonna get your ass whooped at home if you lose in the streets. That's how we was raised. Anybody that knows about the Bligin boys from Englewood, New Jersey, Lafayette Ave, back block babies, dead end block, Denton Park, 4th Ward to the world blow, they know how we giving it up. They know. And that's pre-Harlem. That's Englewood, New Jersey. That's before I even became a Harlem wolf and moved to the projects and put all types of pain in. I had to fight all the time. I had to fight for getting good grades. I had to fight for having tight jeans and clothes that look weird. I had to fight because I didn't have jokes at first. I didn't know how to snap. This is how I got good at battle rap, because I got good at what? Snapping. Because you know what? I couldn't beat everybody, pause. I couldn't fight everybody. And then you know what happens? After you beat up one person here, one person there, what do they say to you in school? I ain't such and such. Well, you think because you did this, I ain't such and such. So now that you fight, you got to fight more. See how that worked? You got to clap back. Exactly. He said, I F with you. I F with you too. He said, that's the white man's design. I believe that. I believe that. But that was really strongly implemented in our neighborhoods. I had to fight just to have a basketball, man. I had to fight just to have a basketball. Because you know why? I was talking about this the other day. Because the OGs would just keep your basketball. They would just say, nah, little man, we gonna play with this. And you'd be like, nah, give me my ball back. They're not just giving you your ball back, bro. You got to swing on somebody. You got to be that wild of a young kid where the 14s, 15-year-old ones, when you're 12, will give you your ball back. Otherwise, they just going to mush you out the way like, watch out, little man. I'm saying we playing, right? You got to literally go crazy to the point where they start going, nah, little man crazy. You better give him that. You better, all right. Little Limo go crazy, all right. Right? Then it'll be one nigga that, man, I ain't giving that nigga shit. Next thing you know, here I come with a stick or some shit. Here I come with a stick. I remember the Haitian nigga trying to take my boy. I hit that nigga in his head with a stick. Came up behind him with a big ass branch. Bow! They like, oh, whole park, oh! Limo crazy. Yeah. Give me my ball back. Give me my ball back. They like, oh, all right. Then they used to do the thing where they'll throw your ball in the brook. We had the brook, right? The brook in Englewood. We had these, it was really sewage. This is crazy. We didn't know this growing up. But we had these brooks that go through Englewood. If you know anything about Englewood, you know that it has these brooks and tunnels of like that go through the city. Dog, that water used to be green. We didn't know it back then, but this was all like this was waste from all these factories around there. Literally, we was playing in mountains of sewage and nuclearized waste from the plants and the factories of New Jersey. That's what we was playing on as kids. This dude's from Central Jersey. What are you talking about? Englewood is not in Central Jersey, genius. It's in North Jersey. It is 7 minutes from New York, 10 minutes over the bridge. What are you talking about? Anyway, he said, yeah, back that up. It's not radioactive at all. How do you know? Yo. All right, you're getting blocked just because you're a hater, all right? Bye. You're out of there, okay? I'll tell you how. Because there's a class action lawsuit right now. Genius. There's a class action lawsuit that my mom and a bunch of people actually were a part of starting, because they took pictures of these mountains across the street that we used to play on as kids, these mountains of garbage that were coming from the waste plant. There was a garbage company across the street that dumped garbage and waste in our parks. This is the point of what I'm saying to you, man. But again, you're trying to call a genuine man a liar. Like I got something to do. Like that's why I keep telling y'all, the haters, just get out of here, bro. All you're gonna try to do is keep interrupting the story and call me a liar. So you might as well just leave. But anyway, so that's what they used to do. They used to throw people in the brook. You come out with green slime and everything on you. They'll push you in the brook. Or they'll take your ball, throw it in the brook. So it got to the point where even if you could fight, you had to fight enough on a level for where the older people will respect the fact that you can fight and not fight you. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to fight everybody. You're not going to win every fight, right? Shout to Madball. Madball is the first person that beat me up. Give y'all another middle school fight story, so y'all understand the levels. And this was the first time I hit a girl. I've only hit about 2 girls in my life, 3. Jessica Marshall was one. She spit on me in middle school. We got a 211 and 111. I like that. Somebody make a wish. So. Salute from Pontiac. Salute to Pontiac. Salute Jones. Salute family. Signing off, OG. God bless you too. Turned your ass in a toxic Avenger. Word. Jones is the type of person that avoids topics that are bad for him, so he'd rather talk about his childhood like most of us didn't fight growing up. What topic am I avoiding? And you address it right now. And Mr. Darth Bader, because obviously that's your thing, to try and bait people, right? So you try and bait me right now. Tell me what I'm avoiding and we'll talk about it right now, genius. I love y'all trolls. Y'all make it so easy for me to do my job. Y'all make it so easy for me to expose and show the difference. Go ahead. Talk to me about what I'm scared to talk about. Because that's literally what we've been talking about the last 5 videos. Then they say, I'm dragging it. Make up your mind. Which one is it? Jones keeps bringing stuff up, or Jones is avoiding stuff? Jones is talking about other people, or Jones is tired of other people talking about him? Which one is it, genius? Y'all are crazy. But I'll wait. You tell me. Could you beat Nitty and why? Could you beat Easy and why? See, you're just some battle rap guy that wants to say, yeah. Battery dying, man. Battery dying. We've been going live for hours. Okay, I literally went to sleep for about 4 or 5 hours, came back, and we going back live. So yeah, I didn't charge the phone up overnight. My bad, y'all. All right, so it might die. Yeah, it's charged in, and I don't know why this keeps happening, bro. I think Apple's doing this on purpose, man. But it keeps, like, the charger's, like, got a lifespan. Like, why does an Apple charger not just last? Why it's like the charger starts not working good after, like, another 2 months or something like that? It's weird. He said glitches, systems are failing. Word. But okay. We all the way back up like a turtleneck all the way again already. We're already at 100 people again, just like that. See that? Yo, it's working, man. The algorithm is up. So, okay, let me finish my story before the trolls come in here and start messing up the flow again, right? I ain't gonna let them make me think they taking over my chat, you know what I'm saying? But for those people that's like, why you keep addressing the trolls? Because we gotta make sure they ain't taking over nothing. We make sure we cover every base. The trolls actually help me, because they help me to kill the narratives that they've been trying to build. Every time they bring it up, I just, yep. He said, yep, exactly. He said, yep, exactly. So boom. So let me finish the story about Jessica Marshall. Shout out to Jessica Marshall. Shout out to you, love. You know you my sister. I love you wherever you at. And big homie T.I., whoever you is, you said I'm chatting. I'm never chatting, brother. And my Instagram is the real Serius Jones. If you want, you can pull up anywhere I'm at. You could check me face to face. You gonna see I'm hard body karate like Mr. Miyagi, and I'm never chatting. I stand on everything I say with everything I love, and my heart is bigger than. All right. But anyway, Jessica Marshall. She got the water fountain. I tell her, hurry up, bro. She was fat, right? Jessica was fine now. This is how crazy how life works. Jessica fine now. I ran into her in the outlets years ago. right? Probably about 20 years ago now. But I ran into her as an adult in the outlet mall and she was working there. And I'm like, Jessica Marshall? And she like, Salim? I'm like, we like, yo, that's crazy, right? This is my nigga, right? You know how in high school or in middle school, you'll have rivalries with a girl where it's like a girl that just be talking stuff and you'll be talking stuff and y'all be going back and forth. Y'all don't really like each other, but y'all kind of like each other. So it's like, some juvenile shit, right? That's what me and her had, right? Shout out to her and Nicole. It was Nicole Bryant and Jessica Marshall. Those are the two girls that we used to be going back and forth, talking slick, da 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 da, right? So she's at the water fountain in front of me, and I'm like, hurry up, right? And we was raised rough, right? We was raised rough. The girls in my neighborhood was rough, man. They will fight you. They didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Hasha. Shout out to all of them. You know what I'm saying? They jumped me one time in middle school. Hasha and her little friends, they didn't care. They was trying to set it on niggas. This is how they was coming back then, right? Girls ain't just get aggressive. They been like that. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, want to apologize about yesterday. Don't know if you remember me. No, I don't remember you, brother. You know what I'm saying? And Mr. and whoever your troll name is, if you think this is a pointless stream, what are you doing here? Go find something else to do at 10 o'clock on your Sunday morning, brother. There's hundreds of other people that are having a great time. So anyway, Jessica Marshall turns around with a mouthful of water. When I tell her to hurry up, it goes like this. Like she'll spit it on me. I said, what? I said, I dare you. She goes, she spits the water all over my shirt. Now, mind you, this is the first, this is the beginning of the school year. So I had my brand new shirt on. You know what I'm saying? Brand new shirt. She spits water all over my brand new shirt. Splash. Oh, I'm like, oh. And she looked at me like, I'm like, whoa. So now, I'm not gonna lie. This is what I get. I told. This is what I get for being a snitch. I snitched, right? Top of it, he said, top of it, Pete. Top of it, Mel Banks. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I snitched, right? I told the teacher, right? Because I ain't want to hit the girl. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh yeah? And she like, aha. I'm like, all right, watch this. So I told Miss Fasick. Miss Fasick was Larry Bird with a gray Jerry curl. That's who she was. That's what she looked like. She looked like Larry Bird with a gray Jerry curl and a headband. She was a real 80s lady that used to only wear sweatsuits, had a headband on all the time, and her little Jerry curl was hanging over it. And she would be like, she's like, no, Salim, you feed off it. You feed off it. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? She spit on me. And she was like, you feed off it. There's always something with you. You feed off it. That's what she kept saying. I'm like, I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but she spit on me. You ain't gonna do nothing about it? And she's like, you need to just, whatever she said, she wasn't doing nothing about it. What's up, Bree? I see you, love, right? You said, I'm not gonna stop my story for what you're saying, but I'll get back to what you're saying, right? So she's like, you feed off it. And yeah, my talk game crazy, that's why I get paid for it, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what? At the same time, she comes out laughing, right? She walks out laughing. I couldn't take it. I snapped. Then I snapped. And my reflex just said, psh. I just reached right out. Psh. Before I realized it was too late, it was like, oh. And her shit just started leaking. And she ran straight to Miss Cheetum. Rest in peace, Miss Cheetum, man. Y'all don't know. Y'all wasn't there. Miss Cheetum would tell you about little Celine. Miss Cheetum would tell you. You know why? Rest in peace, Miss Cheetum, and rest in peace, her son, Topper. Topper recently passed, too. And Topper was a boy. But Miss Cheetum was definitely one of those ladies that was like a real church lady. You know what I'm saying? We didn't play with Miss Cheetum. She was the disciplinarian. And when they tell on Miss Cheetum on you, you're kind of scared a little bit. It's like, ooh, damn, I got to go see Miss Cheetum? It's like, yep. So now I got to take the walk of shame down to Miss Cheetum after I done hit a girl, right? Now, mind you, the girl spit on me. You know what I'm saying? Miss Cheetum, not Cheetah, Miss Cheetum. You know what I'm saying? So, I go to Miss Cheetum's office, right? Now, Madball, finally we even up, right? Finally we even up. That's what I'm talking about. So Miss Cheetum uh, would make you stand up in front of the whole disciplinary, the whole detention, and say what you did, right? She would make you say what you did in front of everybody, right? Which was a genius tactic because it was part of making you feel embarrassed. Because when you say certain things out loud, you do feel kind of embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Larry Bird with a Jerry curl. That was Miss Face It, right? So she didn't do nothing. Jessica comes out laughing at me that she spit on me. My pimp sticks, my reflex just said like this. As a young middle schooler, bing, just and she started leaking. She ran straight to Miss Cheetum. Now I'm standing in front of Miss Cheetum and the whole detention saying what happened, right? So then we had this guy, shout out to Madball, man. We had this guy that had just came from the city, right? He had just came from the city. His name was Madball, right? He was skinny, but it was rumored that like he could fight real good and he could play ball, right? Which ironically was weird because Madball had this slow game that was like it was weird that it worked. But it worked. Like his whole jump shot was all slow and awkward and shit, but his game worked, right? I had never seen him fight, but I had heard he could fight. But so what? You know what I'm saying? And even though he was like 16, right? He was like 15, 16 when we was I was 12, you know what I'm saying? 12 or 13 or so. You about 16 in middle school with us. You supposed to be in high school. You supposed to probably be a sophomore in high school. You in middle school with us type shit, right? You one of them left back ass niggas. You know I ain't lying, Madball. Don't be mad at me. So, cause I'll beat your ass now. Nah, it's all love, right? So I'm like, I say what I say, and he says from the back, pause. So you think you tough because you hit a girl, nigga? I'm like, what? I'm like, man, I told you she spit on me. Mind your business, bro. Right? This is young me. I never back down from nothing, bro. I don't know about that. I swear to you. Because and it's not because I was such a warrior and all this stuff. I was scared of my mom. That's what it comes down to. I was scared of my mom, and I was scared of my dad. And I wasn't allowed to take ass whoopings, or I would get my ass whooped. It happened. It happened. Okay? And I'm going to finish telling y'all this story, and I'm going to tell y'all one more half story, which kind of will sum up the mind state that Serius Jones, Celine Blanchard has about controversy or violence or any of this stuff, right? So he said, I don't just fight. Yeah. So was I the first Jersey rapper with a YouTube series? Wow. Yeah, I guess so. Damn. I never thought of that either. Yeah, I probably was. I was the first one shooting skits. There was no Instagram, and nobody was doing that. So I got Little Duval and C the God, Charlemagne the God. And if y'all do your homework, y'all can still type this up on YouTube. I started shooting the Real Regular Nigga Show. And then I started shooting these little like spoofs with Lil Duval and him. You know what I'm saying? But okay, Derek Sealy, now you gotta go. He said Cap. How could that possibly be Cap? It's on YouTube. Like, what are you talking about? It's 2008 and 2009, and it's on YouTube. YouTube came out in 2006, 2007. So what are you talking about? How could that possibly be Cap? That's what I'm saying. Y'all just be saying anything. So now, because of that, Derek, weirdo, you're blocked. Like I told you, you can say anything, but I'm capping. I don't cap, bro. What is wrong with y'all? Y'all just evil, bro. Niggas wake up at 10 in the morning to come on somebody else's shit and call them a liar. Like, it's just weird, bro. I don't understand with these humans, bro. I really don't. I don't know what type of human beings y'all are. Just demons walking around out here. But anyway, so Madball's like, "What you think you tough because you hit a girl?" I'm like, bruh. I said, man, mind your business, right? And I went and sat down. He like, oh, all right, oh, all right. All right, what? What you want me to do? Bitch up? You want me to let him, you know what I'm saying? Be like, what you want me to say? So I'm just like, You know what I mean? It is what it is. So I sit down, and he like, we gonna see. He talking from the cut. We gonna see. We gonna see what? You want to stick up for the bitch, right? That's what I'm saying. You want to, and this is why this is inappropriate that I thought this way and talk this way as a 12-year-old in middle school. But I just know how to go straight to the, you know what I'm saying? I know how to use my mouthpiece in a diabolical way. Basically, I've seen my moms, my pops. I've seen, our mouthpieces are crazy in my household. So when y'all see me talking and y'all be like, damn, this nigga be talking crazy. That's nothing compared to some of the stuff that you would hear in my household. You know what I'm saying? Or some of my family members, we talk crazy. You know what I'm saying? And we get crazy. So it's not like it's far-fetched. It's far-fetched for y'all, right? But to me, I grew up that way. I grew up in a violent time, in a violent area, in a violent, I don't want to say in a violent household, but that's it. And even though there's some people that would say, hey, Englewood, that's the suburbs. Yes, Englewood is the suburbs. It's the suburbs of Harlem. It's the suburbs of the biggest city in the fucking world, genius. It's like if your suburb, if you were a suburb of, you know what I'm saying, New York City, it's a big difference between being a suburb of damn Scranton, Pennsylvania or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we got all type of stuff going on. He said, nah, you soft. Yup, you right. I'm soft. So look, right? So boom. So 12-year-old me, now Madball is basically, I guess he wants smoke with me, right? You like that, right? So Madball, I troll the trolls. See, I made you laugh. So Madball is like, he sees me on the bus, right? And this how I know this was I was still like 12, because once I got to 13, 14, we not riding the cheese bus no more. We called it the cheese bus. That wasn't cool for me and my crew. You're a grown man almost, the way we looked at it. Once you 13, 14, you grown. What you doing on a bus, right? So we wouldn't ride the bus no more. So I think I was 12 still. I think this was like 6th grade or 7th grade or something like that. I wasn't even 8th grade yet, right? So I'm on the back of the bus. You know when you're on the back of the bus, he said, we working. Yeah, absolutely. You feel me? I'm on the back of the bus. You hype on the Friday. You leaning out the back of the bus, yelling stuff at your friends. Hey, you know what I mean? Just being a little rowdy, rambunctious delinquent. Hanging out the bus, talking stuff, right? Madball comes by the bus and he sees me and he like, man, get your head in the window. I'll spit on you. I said, what? I said, go ahead. Why? This was weird that this whole thing revolved around spit. It's weird. He spit up at the bus. He spit up at me. So I'm like, oh, I ducked. He hopped one too and spit it at me. I went, oh, it went like this. I swear to y'all, I said like this. And that shit just was like a nice white, it was like the white, drizzle joints. It just sprinkled on it. It was like, and he was like, oh. And he ran up on the bus, right? He ran up to the bus, got on the bus, right? And the bus takes off, starts driving. So as soon as the bus starts taking off and driving, he like, no, 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 no. He like, no, no. He like, I'm gonna see you tomorrow. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Watch. I'm like, right? I was bad. I wasn't bad, but I was, in this way, I was mischievous, right? I didn't care. In my mind, none of y'all could beat me worse than my moms. None of y'all could beat me up worse than my pops. That's really the way I always thought about it. None of y'all could beat me up worse than them. And they get to use belts, extension cords. My mom's hit me with a pan one time. A hot pan with food in it. Nigga, you think I'm scared of you? This lady is crazy. You don't know what could happen in here. At least I know what's going to happen with you. All you're going to do is throw punches at me. I might get beat with an extension cord. I might have a flying pan full of grease and food flying at me at the wrong comment. So, sorry, I'm not scared of you. I'm scared of her, okay? I'm scared of coming home and somebody say, yeah, your son got beat up over there on Lafayette today and they was punking your boy. I'm scared of that. So, long story short, Madball, I see him the next day. Carrie, I still don't forgive you for this, Carrie. And this is my brother, Carrie X. It was just his birthday on June 1st. I was one of my best friends growing up. But Carrie, I will never forget this, brother. You left me out to dry, and you let Madball beat me up, man. You let Madball beat me up. And the sad part was this probably is the only time that I got beat up. Like I'm fighting somebody. Like I lost fights before. You know what I'm saying? I'm fighting. I lost the fight. I got a little lip jammy or something like that. But usually I have a pretty good win and loss ratio. You know what I'm saying? In every category. In battle rap, my fight ratio might be as good as my battle rap, record. But of course I took some L's, right? So boom. I'm walking up to the school. Walking up to the school. Thank you, Tanisha. I appreciate that. Don't be trying to make me blush. So I walk up to this, the school, and me and Carrie's walking. I know it's on. I know it's on, right? And we used to be flipping on the lawn. See, this is how I know you real 80s and 90s babies or not. If you ain't never flipped, you ain't no real 80s and 90s babies, man. We used to flip. Right before school, there'd be people lined up before the school flipping, right? Doing a round off, doing backflips. Some people could do the no-hand flip. You know what I'm saying? That was some real, you know what I mean? He said, chill out, Jones. You know what I mean? Come on now. I'm taking y'all back there. This is our childhood. You know what I'm saying? We all grew up the same. If you a real one, right? We all have been through this, right? So it ain't nothing. He said, this is necessary, Jones. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. We building, bro. This real life here. You know what I'm saying? We don't care what they talking about, all this battle rap stuff. We on lifetiming, bro. This is life is serious. I do not care about battle rap. Respectfully. I love the culture. I love what I come from. But this is life we talking. This is real life stuff that, So boom. I see Madball. My man Kerry X is like, I'm like, you got my back, right? He like, yeah. So I'm like, okay, I'm cool. I'm thinking like, all right, we good. He ain't gonna be able to beat both of us, right? So I'm walking up to the lawn, everybody flipping, everybody doing. As soon as he see me, start turning his hat around. I still remember what he had on. He had on a white polo. He had like all white polo and a polo dad hat. He started turning the dad hat around and he put his books down as soon as he see me, right? And I'm like, okay, so I know it's on. I'm like, yo, he go right there, right? And I'm walking up. And you know what Carrie said to me? Let me hold your books. Because look, again, this is another thing of what wasn't cool. At a certain point, it got not cool to have a book bag to us, right? Because you really look like a kid. You really like you going to school as some kid with a book bag. So we wouldn't even wear a book bag after that. We would just be holding our books. So I only got like 2-3 books in my hand, right? So I'm like, yo, you got my back? He like, yeah. We get up there and I see Madboy turning the shit around. He's setting up, and I'm like, yo, you see him? Come on. And he like, let me hold your books. I'm like, what? I'm like, oh! You betrayed me, Carrie. You betrayed me. So this phone just keeps dying. All right, it ain't freezing. It's just the battery is low and it's not retaining the charge. So it charges for a second, then it dies. So that's what I've been doing. I've just been chopping. I'm gonna get a new phone today though. I'm gonna get a new iPhone 16 today. You know what I mean? So we ain't gotta worry about it, right? So okay, boom. If it dies again, we just gonna keep going, all right? If it dies again, know that we'll be right back, okay? But right now, it's literally sitting on 1%. And it's not charging, man. It's annoying. But this will show you how much the devil be working, man. It be little things like this that'll try to stop you, but I'm gonna just keep going, man. Out the blue, my phone now all of a sudden don't want to charge. So what? I'm gonna keep going. Anyway, so Madball walks up. See, this is why I rock with y'all, man. Y'all still here? Y'all still here? I rock with y'all, man. Right, let me be fast because as y'all can see, it keeps dying. I'm gonna have to get a new charger, get a new phone today. I appreciate y'all. As I can see, somebody put a super chat in here. Okay, what'd you say? What'd you got so I can get you a super chat? And y'all said so much that I can't even get to all this, all right? He said, let me try to read something fast. He said, the genie was my double backflips. Word, Hall of Fame flipping over here. Salute. He said, by 7th grade, we were smoking weed at the bus stop. You feel me? I was too big for all that, but while my mans were skinny, I needed a little somersault. You just held the gate down. Facts, though. Boxing was my back in the day. I got stitches under my bottom lip from flipping. Who played suicide? Come on, man. Books in hands, pencil in the other. You feel me? So y'all know the era. Y'all know how we was coming, right? You know what I'm saying? He said, your phone a beast. No, actually, this phone is ass. And that's, but I don't want to do that. Actually, it is a beast. I done did a lot with this phone, and it's been through a lot of wars. If y'all can see how it looks like it's been through some war, even though I done got the screen fixed a million times. So, all right, he said, good morning again, TV, for that prayer. Thank you for that prayer yesterday. Oh, you're welcome, brother. You're welcome, brother. You're welcome, man. And I hope everything works out for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we doing real things, you know what I'm saying? We praying for people over here, man. We praying, right, Sherry? Right? We doing good works, God willing, right? But anyway, let's finish. Let's finish the story before it dies. Okay, Madball, I couldn't get close enough to him. My man abandoned me. I can't get in there. My arms are small, right? My arms are short, and I'm fighting a guy that's a teenager that's bigger than me. So he kept connecting, and I couldn't get in there. I'm trying to get in there. Bing, I just keep getting tagged. Bing, bing, right? I couldn't get up in there. Now, for those that don't know, when I was young, I did martial arts, and I did boxing. I did taekwondo, did karate, and I did kung fu. Shout out to Stan the Man, who had a dojo that was on Wise Corner in Englewood. I signed up for Stan the Man's karate school. And I come from the era where we had karate men. We had people like that in the neighborhood who would be like, come here, little nigga. We had a karate man that used to ride around Englewood on a 10 speed. If you from Englewood, you know who I'm talking about. He used to ride around Englewood on a 10 speed, drinking a 40, wearing a damn kung fu suit like Bruce Leroy in the movie. He used to have a black joint with a little white priest collar, you know what I'm saying? He would be riding around on this pedal bike through Englewood, right? But one, Madball, he beat me up. I couldn't get in there, right? And I had spit all over the man. He was mad. So I'm trying to get in there. He just tagging me. Bang. I'm just keep getting caught. I had a lump right here. I didn't even know you could have a knot like this. The knot look like this, y'all. Look like this. All right? So the whole day, I'm walking around school trying to front like I'm doing like this. I'm like, right? C-Note, he said, good morning, bro. Just woke up too. Salute, 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 salute. I don't know what that is that you sending me. What is that gift? What is that? Is that money? I don't know how that works, brother. I see you keep sending me that hundreds, and I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? He said, yeah, that was that Toki Hill. We went to my school. He was the Bruce Lee of high school. Yeah, right? So, this is why a lot of people don't understand. When you've seen that video, if you've seen that video, and anybody that knows about fighting, certain things you can't unlearn. So when I say all my life I had to fight, literally, all my life, I fought. My dad, this is a story that will sum up, and I'm gonna end with this, right? He said the sound effects are the best. Huh? My dad, he's from Harlem, man. Actually, shout out to my cousin Dice, Raheem Davis. He about to be free, inshallah. He was doing a life sentence. My Uncle Greg, we don't know where he is. But my Uncle Greg, my dad's brother, is super hard body karate also. My cousin Mallory shot him 7 times in the stomach with a 45. 7 times in the torso with a 45. Let's register that. 45 leaves holes this big. This man got shot 7 times in here with that. Just to show you the caliber of strength that is in my genes, right? It's my dad's brother. So this is around this same era, right? I'm still in middle school. Because I remember now I'm riding my bike and I'm by Cross Street. Now Cross Street is across town from where I'm from in Englewood, right? I'm from the 4th Ward. This is more like by the high school. Which honestly, in terms of Englewood, there's only like a few little areas where it's like where we concentrated at, where it's low income kind of vibes. And they all have 2 names: Park View, Rock Creek, King's Garden, Westmore, you know what I'm saying? Forest Gardens. These are all little apartment complexes in Englewood, right? Where, you know what I'm saying? Where it's kind of like, suburb projects, basically, right? So boom. He says, so there was this girl named Donna, right? And this is what's crazy. It's always behind a female. Think about how deep this is. These are some of the first fights in my life, and they were all behind what? A female. I wasn't fighting over the girl, but other niggas was willing to fight over girls. They were willing to fight me over girls, right? Girls that they was disrespecting me, playing games with me, right? But you ready to stick up for her, right? So boom. Which is not wrong, by the way, too. I could have dealt with it differently than punching shorty in the face, but you spit on me. I don't know. I still don't think that you should deal with somebody different than when they spit on you. That's an attack. That is literally an assault. You can literally get an assault charge for spitting at somebody. So yeah, you spit at somebody, be prepared to get punched in the face. I still think that. Anyway, but maybe I could have slapped her, I could have mushed her, I could have did something else other than a closed-fisted Yamington. You know what I'm saying? It could have been something else, right? You know, maybe a mush, maybe a, you know, yeah, that was super disrespectful, you know what I'm saying? So I felt like she deserved the duff. But, of course, you know, Madball, he did, you know, get busy on me for that, right? All right, cool, right? You win some, you lose some. He's older than me. Everybody respected that I held my own. And when I went to, shout out to Dr. Pruitt, he was our principal, right? This is just to give you a clue how we was raised, bro. Dr. Pruitt, I'm sorry, Dr. Pruitt, but Dr. Pruitt was a drunk. He would literally be drunk in school. This is middle school. This ain't even high school. He's drunk with a bunch of middle school kids. Dr. Pruitt would be in his office like, hey, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. You know why we're here. I'm doing this with my eyes on purpose too. This. You know why we're here. Come on, no, sit on down. So, another fight, right? Now at this point, I'm fighting all the time. I'm fighting all the time. I'm getting suspended all the time now because I can't lose the fights. I can't lose faith. And at this same time, I'm kind of like I'm kind of trying to figure myself out, right? Because I'm awkward. I'm tall, I'm a little lanky, but you know my clothes wasn't really fitting good because I couldn't really afford to get the fly shit yet. You know what I'm saying? So I'm wearing Caldor jeans, trying to sag them a little bit, but they tight. So it looks dumb, you know what I'm saying? They got jokes on me, you know what I'm saying? I'm wearing these Japs, you know, we call them Japs. Japs, make your feet feel fine. Japs, cost $1.99, which is racist, because you know, but, you know what I'm saying? What, Sherry? What? You mad you're not involved? I'm sorry, Sherry. I'll be right with you, okay? I'm talking to the world that is doing its job, right? So boom. I'm again, all my life I had to fight. I'm trying to fit in, but I'm not really trying to fit in, right? I kind of like the fact that I stand out. At this point, I told y'all before, I had already had big licks. I had already had a firearm. I had already made a large lump sum of money. I had already done things that separated me from the other normal kids to the point where I liked it. I liked how that felt. Pause. I was like, ooh, I like this. I don't want to be like everybody else. So it made me even more of an outcast in my own mind. It made me want to fight for my individuality even more, if that makes sense, right? So, and now I'm also starting to learn how to snap. I'm starting to learn how to snap because you can't, like I just told you, you can't beat everybody, right? He said, wow, real shit, wow. He said, Caldors. Yeah, shout out to Caldors, man. Remember them? Caldors. You know what I'm saying? We called them Bobos. Yeah, Bobos, Japs, same thing, right? This is what I was wearing when I was 12, 13. It wasn't until I was about 12 or 13 when I started hustling. When I started selling shirts, when I started selling waters. I told y'all the story about them where my pops made me the water boy. I was one of the original water boys, selling waters on Lenox Avenue. I was selling flags at the Puerto Rican Day Parade, selling boxes of Dutchess, selling white t-shirts, setting up the stand, selling t-shirts. I was doing that as a kid, right? So long story short, I'm also learning how to snap now, right? So when people would talk stuff about me, I would talk stuff back, and I'm getting good at jokes, right? My family's funny. I'm you know, I got some type of wit to me, so I knew I was a class clown, right? I knew how to make people laugh, right? So there was this new girl named Donna. Ironically, I don't know why Jerry curls is a theme today, right? Donna had a Jerry curl, right? And this is the 90s. What are you doing with a Jerry curl, right? But she was country. She was from out of wherever she was from. I think she's from Texas or something like that. So she had moved to Jersey and was going to our school, and she had a cousin named Derek, right? With this big head, kind of husky dude, right? So Donna is, for whatever reason, in class talking greasy this day. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, it might die again. Damn. Let me see. Yeah, it's gonna die. I'll be right back. Hang on. Come on. Don't go nowhere. Don't do that. Go back up. 2%. Go. Go. This phone playing with me. There we go. All right, boom. So Donna is talking crazy to me. Why are you talking crazy to me with a Jerry curl? Especially when I got jokes on deck, right? So I start roasting her in front of the class. Everybody's laughing at her, you know, because I'm like, man, you don't get out of here with your greasy. I start singing Soul Glow, all type of stuff. People dying laughing in the classroom at her now, right? But she was bothering me again first, right? But again, maybe this goes back to my player ways. As you can see, I always had interactions with what? With women, right? And maybe they just like me, so they used to pick on me, mess with me. So I didn't really know how to deal with them in a player way at that time. I'm a kid, you know what I'm saying? So I would just look at it as like, you know, say something back rude if y'all want to mess with me, right? I was always like that, I guess. So instead of taking it the player way and being like, baby, listen, you just want to, I didn't know about that yet. I wasn't having sex yet. I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I was still just a young idiot. So long story short, I'm riding my bike home. I'm by Cross Street. And I hear a group of niggas like, yo, Limo. That's what they used to call me, Limo. Limo. I'm like, who that? I'm like, oh. So I ride my bike back over there to see who it is. And it's a bunch of niggas over there. And Derek's one of them. He's standing in front. Now, we had these gangs in Englewood that they named after, one was MOB and one was Deuce. They named the gang Deuce Deuce after the movie, right? I was so mad at that. I'm like, y'all niggas weird. But shout out to all my niggas that was a Deuce. When I think about it, niggas was young thugs. Niggas was clueless and didn't have no, you know, niggas just corny. But you know what I'm saying? Niggas was fighting, niggas did have guns, niggas was, you know, they wasn't doing nothing crazy, but they was doing their own little kid gangbanging, right? They ain't had no ops, they ain't had nowhere to, you know, we would fight with Patterson and different stuff like that, right? But in Englewood, it wasn't no real gang war, but we had gangs. We had people that was Bloods now, Crips, MOB, Deuce, all this stuff, right? So I had gotten a fight because I used to wear these Seattle Mariner hats, right, with the S on it, just because of my name, Salim, the S, right? And it had the star. See, this is how crazy life worked. I didn't know that I would wind up naming myself Serious, which is after the brightest star, right? But I always liked this S hat that had a star in the middle, and I always thought of it as I'm a star. Then look, fast forward, I wound up being named Serious, the star, after the star. It's crazy, right? But at the time, I have this Seattle Mariner hat. Damn, don't die. Go back up. Go back up. Go. Not you, Shaq. Come on, go back up to 2, man. This should be lingering on like 1-2%. It will not charge, but it's just crazy. I just don't want to get started and then go back. All right, so boom. Come on. Go. He said deuce in the boot. Yeah, manifestation, bro. Yeah, I manifested. I manifested a lot that I didn't realize as a kid, right? And y'all probably can see as y'all listening to these stories, it starts to make sense of, oh, this is why Jones became this. And I had lots of time to think when I was in that place. You know what I'm saying? I had lots of time to reflect and look at what made me, right? But backing down ain't never been a thing for Serius Jones. He said, I'm listening. I appreciate that, brother. So look. So he said, yo, they like, Liam, I come over there. I'm like, yo, what's up? I hop off the bike, I'm giving people pounds, and they just surround me. Whoosh. I'm like, oh. And then Derek goes like this. You might as well just put your hands up, bro. I said, what? He like, you might as well just put your hands up, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what you did. I said, what? What you talking about? What I do? He like, man, Donna, man. He said, Donna, my cousin, bro. You know what you was doing? You know what I'm saying? You was talking crazy about my cousin. I'm like, man. As soon as I could say, man, I'm like, man, bang. Oh. Courtney. with a Meanington. I saw that white flash. Oh, 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 oh. Right? Nigga like, oh, really? You ain't even had time to react. You just beat. Oh, seen that white flash and backed up, right? So when I backed up, all these niggas, you see that spark. I ain't gonna lie, I saw that spark. I saw that flash. You know what I'm saying? It was a good dinger. It was a good mock-up. Way harder than that bitch ass nigga math hit me, right? And this was in middle school. Ain't that a bitch? So then nigga, bing, caught me. I back up, and niggas swooping around me. They start rushing in on me. I'm like, oh, I got right up out of there, got on my bike, oh. As soon as I get a little far away enough, I'm like, man, I'm gonna catch every one of y'all bitch ass niggas. Y'all gotta jump me. Y'all niggas is hoes. Da-da-da-da. Right? I'm yelling like this, but I'm far away now where they can't get me, right? But I'm like, I'm gonna catch y'all niggas. Watch. Da-da-da-da. Right? And I'm riding off of my bike. Da-da-da-da. Yo, wallahi Dean. I get home, right? I had the meaning. Now, this is the thing about my skin. Y'all don't see no scars on my face by the grace of the law. I bruise very easily. This is why y'all see when I'm fighting and I'm just shooting the fade for fun in the streets and I got the spliff in my mouth, you know, pause, don't die. Right? I'm not even thinking about getting hit. I normally, if I'm on point and I'm fighting a person, like if it's not in the club, some drunk thing or some whatever, usually I'm not gonna get hit unless you catch me first, unless you sneak me, unless you whatever. My reflexes is crazy, bro. Right? You can see that if you watch me and watch my technique. It's just naturally I'm glitchy. I'm glitchy with, you know what I'm saying? Same way I'm glitchy with basketball. I'm crossing you. I'm throwing it in. I'm shamming. I'm backing up. Oh, hezzy. Oh, like I'm glitchy with my movements. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know, right? So I got the jammy. I got the super eye jammy. And y'all stop laughing at me like that with all them crying faces at my eye jammy, right? My shit's like this. Right? My shit's like that. So I'm like, oh. And there's been many a night where I had to do this. And by the time I got to school the next day or whatever, my knot was gone. And people thought I wanted to fight. Because they looking at you the next day at school. Yo, I heard you had a fight. Yo, you good, Lane? You good? That's how they looking at you. You good? Yo, I heard you had a fight, bro. Everything all right? Right? So boom. I get home and I'm trying to hide this knot, right? I got my hoodie on, right? Damn, you better not die on me, man. I got my hoodie on, but I got it covering half my face like this. So I try to run in the house. You know how you got your, like I got my hoodie on like this, right? I got it on my head like this. And I try to run in the house like this, like, what's up, Dad? And I just run in the house. And he's like, hey, come back here. And I'm like, what's up? My pop's too sharp for that shit. He like, why you got that hood on your head? I'm like, oh, nothing, I just, I'm like, yeah, but I gotta go to the bathroom. And I try to walk on. He said, man, get back over here. He said, hey, get back here, man. He said, take the hood off your head, man. I'm trying to play it. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? He said, man, take the hood off your head, man. I'm like, bah! He like, who did that to you? I'm like, man, they tried to jump me by Cross Street, man. They just tried to jump me by Cross Street. He said, they tried to jump you or they did? I said, man, one of them punched me and they all rushed me. And I jumped on my bike and got out of there. He said, okay. He said, put your bag down and meet me in the van. I put my bag down. I went and got in the van. He came and got in the van. I love you, Daddy. I love you, Daddy. I love you, Big Lane. But he ain't raising no punks, man. He said, he got in the van. He got a Louisville slugger. He handed me a Louisville slugger, and he said, take me where they at. We went over the cross street looking for them niggas. And I'm not trying to get my dad in trouble or anything like that. You know, this is many years ago. You know, and I'm pretty sure you could get in trouble nowadays for beating up some teenagers with a bat. Or attempted to. But with that said, I'm gonna let y'all rock. We're gonna start our Sunday. It's 11 o'clock almost. I done gave y'all some flavor and some real life to start the day. Hopefully it's some motivation in there. The moral of the story is not that it's about being a tough guy. It's not about being a gangster. It's not about none of that to me. But what it is about is, it's about never letting somebody take what's yours. Never letting somebody devalue your self-esteem. Never letting somebody threaten your safety or keep you or your family members in a position of fear. Okay? I was raised to not have that in my blood, and I'm grateful for that. So for people to try and create these narratives and try and act like that's a thing for me, it's just more evidence of the fact that the devil is real. It's just more evidence of the fact that, you know what I'm saying? When you're a person that comes from this world that I come from, you know, you're gonna have the people that come from the other world that don't understand or respect your upbringing. But I'm grateful that when we start talking about these stories, that a lot of y'all in the comments like, yeah, that's what I was flipping and I was this. It was like, yeah, this is real life. This is how we all came up. We all on the same accord for real. So when you get in tune with these projects, this music, these books, know that I'm speaking from the perspective of I've been where you at. We both went through the same things. We really are babies of the culture, the ones of us that are real babies of the culture. So just know I'm speaking from that perspective always. I'm never speaking from a perspective of just trying to fit in or be some tough guy or be a whatever. That is not a thing. So I will hope that moving forward, the people that really jack me and understand my brand will not even allow these people that's trying to paint that narrative or put that on my body. Stop it, man. Jones on some cool, laid back player shit. Jones don't even like yelling and arguing. Jones just been doing that a little bit recently because he's stepping on the internet. He's doing cleanup work for the people that have been playing with his name. That's all. So if some people got to get a demonstration to know that it's the wolf way and to understand this pain that not only I've been through, but I put in myself, oh yeah, we ain't above a demonstration. If anybody want to think, well, you're too old to, yeah, I'm too old to what? To be a superstar? Too old to be a boss and a soldier? Too old to step on the front lines for the brand that I done put 30 years into building? Sorry, I ain't too old for none of that. I ain't too old to make money every day. I ain't too old to to roast somebody that deserves it. Yeah, this is all part of my job description, man. For those that don't know. You know what I'm saying? He said, stay great. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. He said this was the 90s face ass. I mean, this was my life face ass. I'm just talking about my life. You know what I mean? But anyway, he said, hey brother, you very white? I don't know what that means. But I'm one of the blackest people I know. I'm one of the only niggas I know that actually really fought the power. I literally fought white power groups physically. Have you? I literally rode for a fallen black queen. Rest in peace, Nia Wilson. Have you? Have you ever went against police? Have you? Have you ever done anything physically on behalf of black people that you didn't even know? Have you fought? What war, how have you fought for black people? In conclusion, not only have You know, I've been blessed to be raised in the era when it was hard body, and you had to have a certain level of thick skin. I think not only has it helped me as an artist, as an MC, to stay resilient, to stay motivated, to never back down from nothing. No challenges in life. It's not about physical, it's not about violence, it's not about none of that. It's just being about having the passion, having the belief in yourself to see whatever situation through, whether the odds are against you or not, right? So that's what I take away from the experiences that I've been through. That's what I try to instill in me and mine's. You know, we don't give up. We don't back down. We don't cower. We don't throw rocks and then hide our hands. We don't do sucker stuff and then expect other people to not call us out about it. Please call me out about it if you ever think I did something sideways. So that's why you see when people get real quiet. When I say, okay, what? What are you saying that I did that sucker, that's the sideways or that's wrong? Tell me, because I want to be the best man I could be. I'm not hiding from my flaws. The one thing we ain't never did was back down from nothing. That ain't even on my resume at all. All my life I had to fight. And apparently I'm still fighting. But he said, accountability is key, absolutely. He said, I remember watching Fight Club. Salute, man. Salute, man. You know, and we still here. But all right, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. If y'all haven't already checked out the other ones, man, we got about 14,000 views in the past 8-9 hours, bro. We going up. The algorithm is working. So if you haven't already, subscribe, comment, share, you know what I'm saying? And don't be afraid to comment on afterwards. Just because you was in here in the live with me, you can still go and comment on the video after. You know what I'm saying? You know, he said, I'm about to watch the last joint. I appreciate you, brother. Check me out, man. And stay in tune with me. Afro Jones, the album's coming soon. I'm about to work on some more music today. I'm gonna have some new fire for y'all real soon. God bless. Subscribe. Follow me on my socials. The Real Serius Jones. No O in Serious. Serius Jones on X, Twitter. With love. And keep a hard body. And in terms of fighting, I don't want no drama. I'm soft.